Hello, it's time for another live game here in free internet chess server. Let me make a seek for a 15 minutes game, no increment. I don't know, let me just make formula and I'm waiting now. I'm waiting someone to come. And while waiting, yes, I'm still waiting. Let me see what's the situation. Maybe I can challenge someone. You see this blue dot? This is me asking for a game. But no one is coming. Okay, I have someone. And he played e4. And I'm going to play c5. Sicilian. And this time I'm thinking maybe I will play a Najdorf variation. We will see. Very sharp opening. I know something about, but not much, and this is where I decide to go for Najdorf by playing e6. Anyway, a6 is a Najdorf, g6 leads to dragon, and so on. I think e5 here. No, not e5, it cannot be. Anyway, let's play Najdorf. Okay, this f3 move indicates that he is going to probably use the English attack against my king side. Here I will play e6 to develop this bishop and to prepare castle. Here he is going to castle the queen side, and I am going to play let me see what's going on here. I'm going to play b5 immediately. When this move comes here, I must find a place for this knight. And if I develop this knight here, the knight from f6 cannot go to d7 then, because this knight would be on its way. That's one thing. I mean, g5 is coming. Maybe next move, maybe after h4, then g5. But I have to start thinking about this knight. I'm going to play queen to c2, so then I can develop this knight on f6, on c6. So here, if he takes my knight, I can capture with the queen. Yeah. In a Najdorf variation, it's normal that black is playing e5, kicking this knight from, and then developing the bishop on e6. That would be useful now, but then I would have this backward d pawn and big hole here, weakness on d5. So that's why I didn't play e5. I don't know, maybe I made a mistake, maybe not. We will see later on in the game. I must see what's going on here on the king side. If he plays h6, I am thinking what to do there. I mean, taking it's not good. I can pass. That would be maybe okay. I'm not in position to play, so I'm going to play b7. I'm not in position to play d5 myself. Okay. After I move my knight, he's going to play g6, and he's going to open a file for a rook. Okay, knight here. And let's see. I don't know, in these Sicilians with opposite castling, seems to me that white always gets first to attack the opponent's king. And I always find them rather uncomfortable, but still keep playing them. I don't know, they are kind of sharp, as you can see. I don't know what's my next move yet. Rook to c8 is one of my plans. Then b4. Also knight is going to go to this square maybe, and then come here to attack his queen and force a trade of these bishops. We will see. I mean, here, if he pushes h file, I'm going to play h pawn, I'm going to play g6. If he pushes the g pawn, then he will have some possibilities for sacrifice here on h6. I'm well aware of that, but we will see. So h6, I'm going to most likely take with the f pawn. F takes g6. But then he can take with h pawn, my pawn on g6, and he has already opened the h file against my king side, so I'm thinking that's not good. So I will have to change plan here. So if he plays g6, I'm thinking just to play f4, then f5, and let him take here. And let him take here on the h7. He's gonna do it with check, but I'm not gonna take that pawn with king, or maybe I'm gonna play king to h8, and that way I will have his pawn protecting me from his rook. But the problem there is that he has another pawn that he can push forward, and then it could be trouble. I mean, if he comes with h6, then I will push g6 maybe. But we will see. Doesn't look great because he can bring his queen here then, or the rook, and this pawn on g6 will be alone and isolated, because my king will be here on h8, here on h7 it will be his pawn, on h6 it will be his pawn, on g6 it will be my pawn, and on f5 it will be my another pawn. So this pawn will be unprotected. and if he attacks this pawn with his rook, I cannot bring my rook here to protect it because of this his pawn on h7, which is attacking g8 square. Maybe this is we will see. So maybe that's not so great idea to do it that way. I mean, I have to develop some kind of play on the king's side here. I have nothing yet. Okay, he's developing bishop, and here I'm going to play knight to e5, attacking this pawn, but more importantly threatening to attack his queen and this strong bishop. I believe he can solve this position by playing queen to g2. That way I cannot fork his queen and bishop, and he's protecting this pawn. But then, and also he's supporting the push of this pawn. So queen to g2 maybe is a good move. I mean, the pressure that is coming on my king's side is big, so I cannot fight here against his pieces. Okay, it's coming. Anyway, I was saying that I actually cannot take his pawn here with this or this pawn, and in this case situation maybe is a little bit worse because he's got this bishop. So if I take his pawn, he has bishop here with check, takes this pawn here on a6 with check. Anyway, if he takes my pawn, I cannot take it with the rook, because again there is a check. So let me see. I will attack his queen first. And we will see what will happen there. It would be really useful for me to take this bishop here on d3, because once when I play h6 myself, he cannot sacrifice anymore here on h6. But now he has in between move with his pawn. Whatever he does, he will do it with the check. But in this case, I think I will take with the king. I don't know yet. After he is done with this check, he will have to pay attention to his queen then. And I will take this bishop definitely, because this bishop can sacrifice itself. Okay, I'll take bishop. And now h6 is maybe useful, because then I'm threatening to pin his queen. Okay, I'm going to play h6. If he takes my pawn, I cannot take with the rook, as I said before, so I can take it with the king. I can take it with the king. But he's going to take this pawn anyway, and then this pawn will be protected. If I take it with the king, yeah, I'll do it with the king anyway. Because once when I move my king, he's gonna take this pawn here, and then pawn on f7 will be protected. And we will see what will be happening next. As you see, Najdorfs are very sharp openings. And I don't feel comfortable here in this position with the king so exposed, but for him to exploit that, I mean he can exploit that by playing queen to g1 with the plan to come here on g6 and to check me. And I'm thinking no use to protect this pawn, because it's attacked once now, and after he comes with his queen here with the check, it will be attacked twice, and I will not have two moves available to give adequate protection to this pawn. So we will see. I have to make some kind of counterplay. Simply have to bring a rook to c1 as soon as possible, but I'm not in position to do that just yet. Well, all depends on his move. Also, something that he has to be aware about is the possibility of this bishop coming to g5 with a check. Now that's not a problem, because he can block it with the pawn. Okay. Trying to see where is the safest place for my king. Is it safer to play it on g8? But this file against my king, it looks so bad and threatening. Wherever I go with the king, he's gonna take this pawn also. I mean, I can play my king here, he's gonna take this pawn, and then there is another rook. If I play my king here, he's gonna take this pawn with check. If I play it here, he will have to move queen, so he will not have time to take this pawn. But then he's going to bring his rook. Also, I can block this with the bishop, but then he has rook takes pawn here, maybe. Yeah, rook takes pawn, and this pawn will drop. So bishop must stay in the place. Let me see. Let me see this. I'm gonna play king to g8 anyway. Okay. I was expecting that. Now he will have to move his queen. To some place. And I still don't have any counterplay. This bishop here is very annoying. And now the knight can come here as well. I cannot double rooks because of this bishop. I cannot double up rooks because of the bishop. And I would like to get rid of the bishop. We'll have to play something different. First I'm going to attack his queen with my rook. And then I will double up my rooks here on f-file, since I'm not able to do it on c-file, which would be much better for me. So I will have to play on the dark squares here. And this move here. And now I'm thinking to play this move to protect the mate threat that he was creating, and also I'm creating discovery against his king. And as soon as he solves this matter, I will have to move my queen, because I have to prevent his knight coming to this square. To d5, so if his knight comes here, I'm gonna take it with bishop. In that position he will have a strong bishop, but I will focus my play on the dark squares. So let me see here. Let me see. Also I can attack his queen now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack his queen, because he's a pawn up, at least to regain some material in this position. As soon as he solves things with his queen, I will have to let me see if there is any tactics here. Okay, let's attack his knight. Maybe there is some tactics here. We will see first what he will do with his knight. Because my point is to use coordination of my queen and the rook against this pawn here with a strong mate threat. Okay. And now I will attack his queen, and I'm making some mate threat here against his pawn. I don't think he can ignore that. And I'm trying to see how can he defend this position. Rook lift doesn't work, because I have a check here with the mate, but also I can take with the queen, in spite of his rook being here. So it looks like he's losing a queen, but now I have a check here if I'm not mistaken, and mate next move. And yeah, he resigned. Okay, this was the Najdorf I played, and I must say, very, very sharp game, full of tactics. Okay, I hope you liked this game, and thank you for watching, and bye.